Hello everyone, welcome back to Lilliputian Lessons. Today we'll discuss top 5 confusing points in anesthesia. So let's get started. The first point which is very confusing is these sizes and color description. There are a couple of things more than what I have mentioned, and even ET tubes and mouth gags, all of these have colors, but they are not that important for your exam. What is important is the IV cannula and the Foley's catheter. So IV cannula, I guess all of you are familiar with uh, the colors. So the way to remember this is, let's start from the universe. So 26 gauge is purple. So how I like to remember this is, personally purple is my favorite color, so I associate 26 with 26 dimensions, which is there in quantum mechanics. So 26 dimensions is the universe. After that is 24 gauge, that is yellow. So we know that the sun is there 24 hours, right? It's just that the planet is turning, but the sun will be there all 24 hours. So 24 gauge is the sun. 22 gauge is immediately below the sun, that is the sky. 20 gauge will be the flower. You can see the pink petals there, so it is pink. 18 gauge will be the leaves and the stalk of the flower, which is green in color. 17 gauge is a newly added one. So you can see that the flower is in a white colored pot. So these days white colored pots are very aesthetic and pleasing. So 17 gauge is a pot. It's kept on the road, right? So the one below that will be 16 gauge, that is the road, which is gray in color. And the one below that is 14 gauge, which is the soil that is there under the road, that is a bit orangish in color. So this is how you can remember the color sequence for IV cannulas. Now there may be a point where the examiners are aware that everybody knows the color sequence, so they might go one step ahead in upcoming exams and ask you what is the flow rate in each of these cannulas, right? So we need to know that 26 gauge will be the smallest cannula, right? It will be used in neonates. And quite on the contrary, orange, which is 14 gauge, will be the biggest cannula available. So the flow rate you can remember in this sequence: 10, 20, 30, 60, 100, 200 and 250. So each one, it just gets doubled. 10 becomes 20 from violet to yellow, 30 becomes 60 from blue to pink, 100 becomes 200 from green to grey, and the biggest one will be around 250. This is just an approximate number. So the second one which is confusing is the Foley's catheter size. It's not as frequently asked as the as the IV cannula size, but nevertheless it is quite important. So here my mnemonic is that skin color in any shade is very beautiful, right? So black girl, white gori, very beautiful. Gori is a Hindi word for a fair girl. So black girl, white gori, very beautiful. Here gori refers to green, orange, red, yellow. So and we know that urinary catheter is sized in the units French, right? So 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, all are even numbers. Okay, so that's how you remember Foley's catheter. So let's go to the next one. This is the ET tube size. This is very important both for your exams as well as your life, right? For infants it is always 3.5 mm internal diameter and 12 centimeter length of the tube. For a child there is a standard formula, 4 plus age by 4. So in case it is a 4-year-old child, you will have 4 plus 4 by 4, that's 1. So 5 millimeter internal diameter, and 12 plus 4 by 2, which is 12 plus 2, 14 centimeters if you are doing orotracheal intubation, or 14 plus 2, that is 16 centimeter if you are doing nasotracheal intubation. That will be the length of the tube. Only for a child you need to calculate. For adult, male and female, again it will be roughly the same size. For a female, you tend to pick 7 to 7.5 sized ET tube, and the length of the tube will usually be fixed at 20 to 22 centimeters. And for a male with slightly bigger, 7.5 to 9 internal diameter, and 22 to 24 centimeter of length of the tube. So I hope this is clear. So the third one is my all-time favorite, the sequence of minimum alveolar concentration and blood gas coefficient. So the mnemonic is MCH is everything CO deserves now. So in this, MCH, as you know, is the super specialty surgical degree, right? And you might have studied in anesthesia that sevoflurane is almost the first line in all super specialty OTs, right? There are very few exceptions where sevoflurane is not given. So truly sevoflurane is the hero of inhalational anesthetics. So MCH is everything CO deserves now stands for methoxyflurane, chloroform, halothane, isoflurane, N-fluorane, sevoflurane, desflurane, and nitrous oxide. So this sequence is going in one direction for MAC and going in the other direction for blood gas coefficient. As you know, in the highest MAC is for nitrous oxide, and the lowest will be for methoxyflurane. And you probably know by now that MAC is the minimum concentration of the inhalational anesthetic that is required to produce immobility in 50% of the subjects who are exposed to this stimulus, right? So the least will be methoxyflurane and highest will be nitrous oxide. That is the sequence 1 to 8. Whereas the blood gas coefficient is quite the opposite of this, and this is the ratio of concentration of the agent in the blood to the concentration of the agent in the alveoli. So this is a property of that gas itself. It may or may not have anything to do with MAC, but incidentally so happens that the sequence is exactly the opposite except for desflurane and nitrous oxide, which are interchanged. So more blood gas ratio if you have, then the drug is more soluble in the blood, and it is a very slow induction. It has a very slow induction, whereas the opposite is if it is a less Bg ratio, then there will be rapid induction. So there we have desflurane, which has the most fastest induction, and methoxyflurane is the slowest induction. So I hope this mnemonic is helpful to you. This is something very close to my heart because my friend and I made it when we were studying. I mean, we made the other mnemonics too, but this is somehow very dear to me. Anyway, the fourth point is a very commonly asked topic, time to stop anticoagulants. Okay, so there are two mnemonics for this, thrombi clot at endothelium. Okay, I always make mnemonics where the mnemonic itself is somehow related to the concept for which the mnemonic is being made. Otherwise, it takes double effort to remember the mnemonic and then remember the concept, right? So here, anticoagulants, so the mnemonic is thrombi clot at endothelium. Thrombi is ticlopidine, clot is clopidogrel, at is abciximab, and endothelium is eptifibatide. So we remember that all are in days and it is in decreasing order. So 14, 7, 2 and half. Okay. So these many days before the OT you need to stop these drugs. And the other mnemonic is will you please leave. And here will is warfarin, U is unfractionated heparin, please and leave are both low molecular weight heparins. But P stands for prophylactic dose and L is the therapeutic dose of LMWH. Here again the numbers are in ascending order 4, 6, 12 and 24, but the warfarin is in days, whereas the other three heparins are in hours. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Breathing circuits. We're always confused about which one is for spontaneous respiration, which one has the valve near the patient, which one is A, which one is D. So let's settle this confusion. There are two mnemonics, small and ABCD. Small is going to stand for S is spontaneous breathing, M is Magill circuit, A is Mapleson A, and LAC is the standing for L, and that is the coaxial version of Mapleson A. So here you can see that if you fit all these together, then you have the mnemonic for small. Here one additional point that you need to remember is APL valve is near the patient, because this is for spontaneous respiration, right? So the valve will be nearer to the patient, whereas in ABCD the A stands for APL valve away from the patient, okay, and B is Bain circuit, C is for controlled ventilation, and D is Mapleson D. So I hope this was helpful to you. Please share this video with your friends, whoever you're studying with, and help them ease their journey through NEET and next. So I'll see you soon. Bye bye.